household. The first was that even though all of us kids were very different, and we're different sizes and shapes and colors. One sister was a lesbian, my brother was a police officer, another was an art teacher, I'm a musician. We all grew up in very different ways and had different ideas about the world. My mom was insisting that all of us kids be treated the same. And that meant was like if one of us got a lollipop, then we all had to share it. No, it wasn't that bad. No, what it meant was that she would give us all the same opportunities to succeed. So if somebody wanted to learn a violin, she would work her hardest to get us into violin lessons. If somebody wanted to play soccer, she'd work her hardest to make sure that we could try that. And when we stumbled and things, she would always be there to pick us back up and send us back out and say, you're not coming back in here until you get it right, until you figure it out yourself. You've got to figure it out. Then come back. And the second thing my mom was insistent on was that when we went out into the world and we played with different kids in our neighborhood, it didn't matter if we went to a different school or played on a different team, or went to a mosque or church or synagogue, or had two moms or two dads, we were supposed to treat every kid the way that we expected to be treated, or maybe even a little bit better than the way we did. I tried to carry that message in the music. My father, Charles Franti, was not really the happiest guy. He was an alcoholic for most of my childhood. And my mom spent a lot of time when she would be looking after us kids. She would also then have to spend a lot of her time looking after him. And when when I was 17, I ran away from home, and I told my dad that I wasn't going to move back in the house unless he stopped drinking. And he said to me, you know, I know I've been an alcoholic for the last 9 years or so, and I don't give a shit if it kills me. And I said, well, I give a shit. And my dad then decided that he was going to stop, and he went to AA and he stopped drinking. I didn't really get to experience him as a sober person, because a few months later I graduated from high school and moved to San Francisco. But over time, my dad eventually had a stroke. And when he came back from his stroke, I remember there was times at night when I'd sit up there and my dad would be yelling at my mom, and I'd be just wishing that somehow God or lightning or something would just strike him down. And then in that moment when he was in the hospital and he had a stroke and he was in a coma, I just remember being there in the hospital and just praying that he would live, praying that he would survive, so that we could have some time together to talk about some things that we needed to talk about. And when my dad came back from the stroke, it was like this miracle had occurred. He blossomed into the most beautiful, loving, kind person that you could ever imagine. And he really made amends to everybody in his life that he had ever heard, including me. He would stop strangers on the street and just take time to talk to them and compliment them. And I had never seen that side of my dad before. And it was really a lesson for me that people have an unlimited capacity to love. And both my mom and my dad taught me that. That you could take a kid from another mother and bring him into your house, or that you could change the way that you were, or that you could evolve even as you were an adult. It was possible to still change and still grow. And so I'm very grateful for my parents for doing that. And I'm also grateful for my birth parents for giving me this life. Sarah and I have a saying in our house, which is kind of like our family motto. It's be your best, serve the greater good, and rock out wherever you are. What that means is, obviously, you know, to be your best means to keep trying to learn new things. And to serve the greater good means to give back from that which you have. And to rock out wherever you are means to never lose your enthusiasm for life. Never lose your curiosity. Never lose it. And remember what it was like when you went to your first rock concert and carry that with you. And so this is a song I'm going to sing it for all four of my parents, and I want to sing it for you. And then after that, we are going to take our turntables, which we have brought, and we're going to have a bit of a dance party here. So if you want to stick